Hello my lovelies and welcome to this episode of the Lovebird Lane podcast. My name is Julianne and I'm so glad that you are here today to spend some time with me chatting about what I've been working on. It is not a whole lot, I must say. Again, my arms and my hands are feeling much better this week. I did mention last week that I was having a few issues with some pain. They're much better this week, and I think the rest that I've kind of had has helped a lot. So I do have a little bit to show you, but it's not a huge amount. So as such, I am going to keep this short and sweet. I'm not going to have any blather as much as I can stop myself from tangenting and talking about other things. I have some yarn soaking because I have got a new base. I got a yarn order in this week. I have a new merino bamboo base that I'm giving a go to. So I've got some of that soaking, and I'm going to have a play at the dye pots this afternoon and see if I can come up with some new colorways. So the dye pots are calling me, so I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet so that it's quick to record and quick to edit and all those good things, but still be able to get something out to you guys this week. So here we are. I have got a finished object this week, and I have just received the email. This is my Stillness Shawl mystery knit along, which was hosted by Helen Stewart. It has now come to an end. I have finished my shawl. You have probably seen finished shawls, and Helen has just given the okay for us to not use spoiler warnings anymore. So I'm not going to warn you. I'm just going to pull it up and show you as soon as I want to. So yes, I did finish that this week. That is what most of my knitting time was actually spent on getting that finished, and it is finished. So I blocked it yesterday and I couldn't be bothered getting out my blocking wires and things like that, so I just hung it up on the line and hung pegs off it. There is a photo that I've got on my phone, so I'll see if I can cross that over and get that on here, and you can see what I did because I couldn't be bothered putting blocking pins and stuff. I just hung it on the line and let it dry. So we will pick it up and I will show you. So it is quite big. This is just one tiny little bit. If I roll right back, that is how big it is. It is very, very big. So as I've mentioned many times before, this is my own hand-dyed yarn. This is my singles base, and I use 3 of my colorways. This red here is Fireheart. The pinky kind of coppery color here is Penny, and let me get to the whole section of it. That is Flushed there. This sort of peachy yellow kind of color is actually on the camera. I can't see through my shawl. So yes, this is my Stillness Shawl mystery knit along. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. It is gorgeous, it is huge, and this will definitely be getting a lot of wear. We are possibly going out tomorrow for Simon's dad's birthday. So if you don't know, Simon is my husband. Yes, it's his dad's birthday tomorrow, so we'll probably head out, and I reckon I'll be wearing this so I can give it a go. It can have its debut. And yeah, I love it. I'm going to put it around my shoulders while I finish this podcast. But yeah, there's been some beautiful Stillness shawls going around. Do you notice me looking up at my viewfinder so I can see myself in my shawl? There's been some beautiful Stillness shawls floating around Instagram. So it was a lovely, lovely pattern to knit. It was very, what do you call it? Engaging. It was a very engaging knit, and I really did enjoy it. So I think you should check it out if you haven't knit it yet. And you can probably kind of see on the very edge, my points aren't very deep because, you know, using pegs, they were kind of, it was going out horizontally. But along the bottom, I'll pull it off again. You can see it's a little bit more, what do you call it? Identified is not the right word. I can't think of the word. It doesn't matter. Pointier. But yes, so that is my Stillness shawl, and it is quite chilly today in the house, so I'm wearing my hoodie, another hoodie today, just to keep myself warm. I couldn't be bothered pulling it off to have my slightly prettier just shirt that I'm wearing underneath with some flowers on. but that doesn't matter. This is short and sweet. We're not going to talk about other things. We will get on with it so that I can get on to those dye pots because they're calling me. All right, I showed you where I got last week with my sock. I have continued a little bit more, not a huge amount, but I am probably, how many? I'm close to 60 rounds on my foot, and I will probably want to do approximately 74 rounds, I think, on the foot. So I'm getting along there. My little perfectly placed stripe for the heel there is still really making me happy, I must say. But this is my Gumi 50 yarn in the Imprim Beige colorway. And yeah, I'm just picking this up now and then. I did actually puncture, you probably can't see it. So you can see there, I've actually punctured my finger on my index finger, that little red spot, because I'm using Higher Sharps needles. And for some reason, I've done this before with my Higher Sharps 9 inches, 9-inch nails. 9-inch nails, what the hell? I've done this before with my 9-inch circulars. And it's almost like it's either I already had a weak spot in, or it's in between the ridges of my fingerprint, or whether I've weakened it because I've done it before. But yeah, I find that the needles just, if I get it in the wrong spot, just goes straight through into my finger. So I've kind of been letting that rest and heal before I have done very much more on the sock. So it's kind of languishing a little bit for the moment, but as you can see, I have done more since last week. So that is my sock for this week. And the only other thing that I have been working on is something that you have seen before. It is my, what is it called? Autumn League pullover. So I have got this out again. I have been working on it and I've completed the front. I actually did that yesterday. Because my yarn order was late this week. I think I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, so I didn't get to, well, it threw my week out pretty much. And I like routines. I like knowing what I'm going to be doing. And when my routine gets thrown out, it just really throws me for a loop. And I feel like I'm at loose ends if that happens. So I've kind of have been at loose ends all week because yeah, I've just not known what to do because everything got pulled up a day because I missed my second dye day. So everything I would normally do on a Thursday, I did on a Wednesday, and I basically ended up with the day yesterday not doing very much. So I worked on this. So as you can see here, this is the front, and I go all the way down to the bottom. So now I have some ribbing, and that is, I've used a tubular bind off as the pattern called for on the base of my sweater. There we go, I got it got it focused. And again, this is that beautiful yarn that I found at Spotlight of all places, the Keepsake yarn. This is the colorway Charcoal, and I'm still really enjoying working with this yarn. It is beautiful. And last night I basically picked up my stitches again for the back and got that cast on again. So from there, once the back is done, pick up the sleeves, knit them down, then seam the sides, and we're done. So it really did not take very long overall to knit that front piece, and I just have to replicate it on the back. It's the same length. So I'm hoping that I can get this done fairly quickly if I work very consistently on it. I do really want to get Simon's cardigan. He made some snarky comment last night about it. Not out of the blue, I brought it up first, and he just had a joke with me because I said, oh, I'm doing so well, I'm working so much on my jumper, and I'm gonna have my jumper done soon. And I said, but I should really be working on your cardigan. And he goes, oh, that's okay, we'll have it for next winter. It's like, no, you're supposed to have it for this winter. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and get this sweater done because I want my sweater. And then I'll work on his. His is the next project I want to get finished. So yeah, I've been working on my sweater and I really love it. It's beautiful. I can't wait to actually have the finished item because this yarn, oh, I'm going to have so much fun wearing this yarn. It is just beautiful. It's so squishy and soft. So yeah, that is about it. That is everything I have to talk about this week, and we're just shy of 10 minutes, so I got this done really quickly. That is kind of all I really want to talk about today. I do want to get to those dye pots. I've got a bit of a full weekend this weekend. I'm going to, obviously, if we do something with Simon's dad for his birthday, and Simon's mum has also asked me over because I recently got some new plants, and I love plants. I'm not desperately good at plants, but I love plants. And she has said that she has some, there was a couple of, I've got a wish list of plants that I want, and I want a philodendron, and I want some snake plant, or mother-in-law's tongue it's also called. So she has both of those. So she's asked me over on the weekend to come and grab some clippings or plants. I'm not sure what she's got for me, but she has both of those things that I want. So yeah, I'm going to be heading out and doing a couple of things this weekend. So I hope you guys all have a great weekend planned and you enjoy your weekend. And even if you're doing nothing, if you just take some time to rest, that is a perfect way of spending your weekend. Everybody needs a rest now and then. So I hope you're all keeping well, especially to my friends over in New South Wales and Victoria in Australia. I hope you are all wearing your masks and staying safe and isolating as much as you can. We don't want any of you getting sick or any of your loved ones. But yes, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today, please do remember to give me a like. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithms and getting people seeing my podcast. And if you really enjoyed it, remember to fulfill that subscribe button's purpose and click it. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed. So until next time, I would want to, how do I talk? I would love to wish you happy knitting, happy crafting, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.